Well, hello, hello, hello. Uh, I was just coming on for just a little bit. I was making Mother and I one of those Marie Callender's pot pies because today I just didn't feel like doing much. These are the best things if you have to be careful on the salt though. I'm gonna eat half one, but then I thought, I'm gonna get one of my big crock pans, and I'm gonna saute. I've got spinach that is fixing to turn really bad. So we're going to, we can boil that or we can saute it. So I think what we'll do, let me turn the pan on, we're going to just saute it and let it set and get soft. Now what I did, y'all, is I bought this stuff on sale. So we'll put some butter in there. And I don't think it's too bad right now, but we'll see. But I wanted to come and just let y'all know we're okay. Let me check this spinach real quick. Now these bags, I got the Dole baby spinach for 99 cents. And that's what I'm gonna just put in here. But I'm gonna check it first. Probably what I'll do, let me get y'all may have to do it too. If you buy that on sale, let me get one of my jelly pots, and I'm going to put the rest of this spinach into this jelly pot. I'll be right there just a minute. So I'll do this on the sink and I can't move the camera. So I'll show you in a minute. But I had my procedure done yesterday. No more than I got home, though. Mother had to call the ambulance. So I may have to do a live and tell you all about this whole experience. It was unreal. Oh, it was just unreal. I've got so much of this spinach, I don't know if it'll fit in that. We may have to do it in this cannon pot. Which I do. Y'all, I've got too much spinach. Well, then we'll saute some and I'll put some of the cannon pot. I've got 2 more bags. I've got so much spinach I didn't realize. Hold on. Go ahead and put this baby spinach in here. I've still got to chop an onion to go in with it. Well, Lord, I didn't know I had too much. You turn that down. I had too much spinach. Golly. Oh, that's all right. It's good for you no matter what it is. Now then, as long as I cook this, yeah, I had 4 bags. And I had been meaning to do, you know how it is, when you've been meaning to do, and then you don't get it done. I'll tell you what I'm going to do instead of cutting onions up in that. I will in the pot, the other pot, after I rinse this. I'll get this all ready. I'll pour that water off of that. I'll just wash some of that little bit of slime off of it, because they have been setting, but they're not ruined. So I'm going to put some water up over this. Not a whole bunch. I'll let it cook down. Let me get some water. I'm trying. Now I'm just going to set this over here. Boy, I can't believe we're cooking all this spinach. Plus, I'm trying to make tea. Oh Lord, sweet potatoes. There goes the sweet taters. Okay. Let me move this. Let me move this down here to this. Let's see if I can get this in. Alright. So, see how that's wilting down? So if you kids and benefit from you and the kids, everybody benefit. I'm gonna put some pepper on. Benefit from this. I put some cardamom, just a little cardamom, not much. Oh. Now do a little bit of garlic powder. Just a hair of my garlic powder. Oh, just a little bit. Garlic. Not a whole bunch. See now how that fries, that spinach just fries down there. Now if you want to, you could add your onions to this, you know. But probably what I'll do is I'll reserve this, because I'm going to need some spinach for my quiche, my egg quiche. And this will make good to put in with your eggs. This will make a good okay. Now, let me rinse some of this restaurant bowl out. And then I'll put this spinach into the restaurant bowl. And get it out of that pan. So there's nothing to cooking spinach, sauteing it. Now see, that's what I'll use in my quiche. So it was meant to be to do this video. All right, now then, let's go ahead and I'll show y'all how to do the boiled spinach. I just put that spinach leaves in there, kind of poke it down. Now, again, we'll put our cardamom in it. I just like it to have a little citrusy, and that's good. Put your pepper in it. Now, this we'll put salt. Not a whole bunch, but enough, because you want that to be good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of my, get that burner off. I turned the wrong burner on. Get some of this wiped off. That's one thing about this stove. That's why I don't use this burner, because you get it on, it's kind of hard to get off. I tried to replace the the knob, but they don't seem like they make it. Probably because we're cooking on a stove that was made before Jesus was born. Okay, let me get some of these onions. and sweet potatoes off. And we're just going to set that kind of there in the middle. Give them a chop knife. I had an onion that I'd wrapped up. And we can put that, we just slice this. We'll let that cook down. Now, if you want all the nutrients and stuff, best way to do your spinach is sauteing it. But that's okay too if you want to do it this way. It's still, you're getting some. You know, as a child, I didn't really like spinach, but now that I've got to semi-adulthood, no, now that I've got to adulthood, I like it. Because I know it's got so many good qualities in it, so much for you. That sure smells good. So let me get that on up to a boil. Yeah, those packages, these packages. Shoot, I'm getting that stuff all over the place. These packages that I paid 99 cents for are $4, nearly $5. So, I did really good because I thought, boy, that's... Okay, we'll just sock that down in there and see. I guess I could turn this burner over here on. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to boil an egg. Egg or two. Let's boil an egg or two. And whatever else we decide we can do. I like boiled eggs, and I do them in my Instapot some. Not today. I'm doing today. Give me some hot water out of my sink. Or hot-ish. It should be. This is getting hot, so you have to check this burner to see if it's getting hot, because you don't want to act right. So I just turn it to I think it's getting okay. Well, maybe. Let's see. The light's on, so maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. We hope and pray that that's it. If this what's up. So yesterday, y'all, I went and had that EGB done at the hospital. Been put to sleep for the cirrhosis. But it causes the blood vessels to break open in your esophagus and parts of your stomach. Well, it's still not working. Does that not work? Oh, there it goes. Okay, see how it's getting red now, I think. Or maybe I'm imagining things. Probably am this part of my life. Well, went right. You know, when you want something to work, it don't. Well, that's the way it is here. That's hot. Yeah, that kind of see now it's getting red. Pretty sure. Y'all just bear with me, I'm sorry. Y'all, if I hadn't been subscribing, y'all better subscribe because my people is going down. Not much. Anyway. And that's just low. There it comes. See how I just had to turn it a little more. I just had to turn it a little more. Now see how that's frothing up there, that spinach? We'll get that going. Alright, let's do this about four eggs. Let's do this about 4. Or we could do 5. Let's do 5 eggs. I've got to get eggs anyway. As soon as I can get to the store. In a few days. Okay. Let me put a little more water in that because I want it up over my eggs. Look it. Man, darn it. I had you turned on. There you go, man. Yeah, there goes. I think it's red. I don't know. I may have to wait till I get this done. See now how that's. I want that soft. I want those stems soft on that. Now that I've got that going, I can do my eggs over here. Let me just switch it around till I can get this other one adjusted. This will be fine. I can't understand why that's not coming up there. Let's see. Okay, let me try that. Okay. Well, that says it's off. So then let's turn it up to high. Let's see if that works. Oh yeah, that's why I didn't have it turned right. Well, that's alright. It can sit there now, and then it'll start. This one will start cooking too. See how that spinach is just wilting down? That's what you want. Them onions will get them done. But you can blanch that spinach, and then you can put it in the freezer if you want to. Like we did this without the butter, just blanch it like this, and then you could put it in bags and have it for your quiche whenever you wanted it. Now that's starting to get up there. And we'll get our eggs done. So, I'm going to make tea too. See, I boiled my tea bags down and I put them in my pitcher. Let me get some water. I'll get some warm water. I'll get it out of my filtered sink because I'm not going to use a lot of it. Now I'm going to get some stevia powder that I use. And in that I'm going to put probably about a half teaspoon for that big old, maybe not that, but probably about a half teaspoon for that big old pitcher. You don't need, that stevia powder is different than sweet and low. It don't take much, it's all natural. So now we've got a big old pitcher of tea there. Let me get a strainer. We can pour a tea up. Nothing like good boiled tea. The way I feel about it. Now I'll take those tea bags and put them on the flowers. That's what I'll do. Those is 244. We'll boil them here just for a few minutes. Now I've got that. Now I'm going to put cold water into that tea. I'm going to put some ice down in my tea pitcher. Hold on. Now we got a pitcher of tea. Eggs are boiling. We'll let them boil a couple more minutes. Now there's the spinach. See how that's boiling down with the onions? I'm going to set this over here so I'll have it for our quiche. I'll put a video on for that. Look at the eggs boiled. Let me get one of the red glasses. I just hadn't felt like washing, so I'm using. There's just some good southern tea. Oh Lord. Let me get Mom a glass. I'll get me a glass. That picture's heavy. That's a lot of tea for two people. But it'll be good for us. Wish y'all was here to have some tea with us. Just right. That stevia makes it just right. So, I've got the spinach. It looks good. Let's see about the onions. Yeah, they're pretty. I'm going to go ahead and turn those eggs off. I usually let them boil 3 to 4 minutes. And then I'll give it a sour. I got our tea, and I'll get Mother her pot pie, and I'll get my pot pie. And this will just have to sit here and cool off, cool down. But I'm gonna leave my spinach in there till this cools down. I'm gonna put a lid on it, and just sit here and cool down. Y'all will see that in the next few days in a recipe that we're gonna have. But I wanted to come on here and let y'all know I was okay. But yesterday, when I was going, see, I get sidetracked because of my brain. I got home, I was talking to my sister, I was talking to my mother, and all of a sudden, y'all, I was doing just fine. And all of a sudden, I just passed out. Well, of course, poor mother had to call the ambulance. And they took me to the hospital and couldn't figure it out, but what had happened is I had that on Monday. See, I had a scan done, a CT scan. They gave me that stuff in my hand, and got my pajamas on. They gave me a CT scan and gave me that dye or whatever. Then, of course, I had to get up at 5:30, so I didn't sleep well, to go to the hospital to get the EGD, which they put you to sleep with propanol. And I guess it just caught up with me. Too many procedures in one day. And so I stayed in the hospital till late yesterday afternoon. I asked God, please let me go home. I'm feeling so much better. They gave me 2 bags of fluid. And I felt so much better. And today I'm feeling better. But one thing about it, you know, I've had this will be my 3rd time for the blood vessels in my stomach being repaired. in the last, 3 months. So it's been one shot right after the other. So now, I hope we don't have to, we'll have to have a fourth to go in there and look, but maybe this time my stomach's not burning. It burned last time for a month, at least, I would say 3 weeks. I couldn't hardly eat nothing, y'all. That's when I was losing that weight from the EGDs, because I couldn't, when I'd swallow it felt like it just got caught and it would hurt so bad. But I'm doing okay today. At least I'm not so sore. I've stayed on liquid all day. I've stayed on liquid all last night or yesterday and today. But I'm needed to cook this spinach, so I thought, well, I better get in there and get that done. So see, there's a spinach. I'll try to come on live just as soon as I can. I was going to do it last night, but y'all, I didn't feel like it. But y'all know if I check in, sometimes it's just about like this because I'm having to cook something. I can't just sit and talk on the camera. This is kind of like a live, but it gives you information. It's not a live, but it gives you information. I bought these bananas, my sister bought these bananas, and I wrapped them with the bag it comes in. I always wrap the neck of them, because that's where that gas comes from. And that's what spoils the banana, is this little area up here. If you don't wrap that neck, I go in between them with the bag, this produce bag. And then I just hang them usually, or I turn them over right there. And that gas dissipates, won't come out of that paper. And rotting my bananas as quick. I've noticed they last about a week, and nowadays it's hard if you can get them last a few days. Okay, so we're just going to let me turn this spinach off, because it is done. It is good enough. And even if I don't use this for spinach, which I would take this out, I'd put chop up the eggs, and I put Parmesan cheese on it. I drain it. It makes a good side dish. But I'm not so sure what I'm going to do with it. But I wish y'all was here to have a glass of tea with us, because this is really good. It's good tea. Just regular tea, but it's good when you fix it. I even had the Parmesan out to put on the spinach. But I'm not feeling so well, so I'm going to get Mother my pot pie, our little pot pie, our little Marie Calendar pot pie, and that's what we're going to have today with a glass of tea. No bells and whistles today. No fine china today. I just don't feel like it. God bless y'all. Thank you for your prayers. And do subscribe and keep us in your thoughts, because we keep y'all in ours. Bye-bye.